this video, we're going to talk about parenting, following our parenting lesson. So here we have this little Formula One car by, I downloaded this file for free, thank you, from CG Trader by Vladimir Bataliy. So I will put the link on the description box so you can download as well. It comes with the textures and everything. Thank you, it's brilliant. Okay, so we have there one thing I did here. I uploaded here as a OBJ and apply the textures, and I went to edit mode here, and I separate the wheels. They were all as one object. So now I have every wheel in a different as a separate object, and I renamed the layer as well, so they'll have the car body, wheel back left, wheel back right, front wheel left, front wheel right. Okay, so that's what I have. What I want to do, I want to move the car and the wheels, and I want the wheels to turn as I move the car. So, and we're gonna do that by using parenting, and also set the parent to be the driver. Yeah, so let's see how that's work. And so first of all, I'm going to add empty object, and there you go, sorry. So I think I'm gonna add a little cube you do. So I put the cube somewhere here. Right. That's going to be my driver of the car. So the first thing I need to do is to make the car and the wheels a child of the cube. So I select the car, the body, and select the cube and press Ctrl P. Set parent to object. So yeah, so if I do this, there you go. So if I move the cube, let's call this empty, call it the driver. Okay, call the driver. So I need to do the same thing with the wheel. So Control P, Control P. I'm doing one by one. I like to make sure everything is nice and neat. Okay, so now if we move, here you go. If we move our driver, it will move the car. But how can I make this wheels turn as I move? So instead of trying to do this in animation frame by frame, there is a way we can just set this as a driver. We call it driver, yeah, and then rotate according to the way as we move along. Sorry, I can't speak today. Gosh. Right, okay. Let's have a look. So the first thing we need to do is to rotate the wheel. As you can see, my axis is in the middle there. It's not in the center of the wheel. So the first thing we need to do is to put our axis in the middle of the wheel. Right? So we go to Object, Set Origin to Geometry. There you go. So now, if I press L for rotate, I can see, you see, I'm rotating in the y-axis, yeah. So it's just, so I go here, and I want to rotate on my y-axis. Click here, and go to Add a Driver. Add a driver, and Edit driver. Here you go. What I want to add a function here to rotate the wheel. So I'm just going to put 1 to try, because here the speed will depend on the size of the car. So I'm going to go at 1 times var, VAR, and here in input var is going to be the variable. So here you go. edit driver. If you lose, you have to come back here. If that disappears, you have to come back here and say edit driver. And the object, which is the driver, is going to be our object called, our empty object called driver. It's a bit annoying here, isn't it? So here you go, driver, right? So let's have a look. So if I press G now and I move in the x-axis, is rotating. The only thing is rotating a little bit too fast, I think. So what we can do, we go back here and let me just go back to where it was at the beginning. Okay, that's it. And I select the wheel, edit driver, and I put 2 times. Let's have a look with 2. 2 are going to be faster. Let's have a look. Yeah, even faster, right? So that is not what I want. Let's try edit driver and 0.5. And yeah, that sounds good to me. It looks good to me. So the amount you put will depend obviously on the size of the wheel, size of your model, so size of your mesh. Okay, so let's do the same thing with the other ones now. So I come here and add a driver and I put 0.5 times var, and here is going to be my driver. And that the same thing here, add a driver, 0.5 times bar, and again, one more time. And there you go. It should be all working now. So here you go. Oh, what happened? I know what happened. I forgot to make sure the axis of each wheel was at the center of the wheel. So you see, as the axis is in the middle there, and I forgot to change it, so the wheel goes, rotates around that axis, you see. Whoa, we don't want that. Okay, easy to sort it. So what we need to do is just come here, set origin to geometry, the same as that one, to geometry, and object, set origin to geometry. It should be fine now. Yes. Excellent. Okay, so that's it. I mean, in order to animate, you can come here in your animation and go to frame 1. I'm just put here, I don't know, 50 frames. Okay. And I go here to frame 1 and shift insert keyframe. It's I in location. I insert a location keyframe and I come here and move on the x-axis, and I insert keyframe. I can always do it from here. So as I did insert keyframe, and what kind of keyframe? I want just location. I'm not animating anything else, just location. So, and then you go. Then when you play, okay, so that's how you do using parenting and using add driver. So you get one object to drive the other. So you can do many things with this. You can control, add a driver to control rotation, scaling, you know, and translation as well, anything. So there's many things you can do with that. Okay, that's all for this video, and I see you in the next video.